welcome back, my friends, to another rousing rendition of Choir Boys Cutlery Outdoors, a JEO TEC number 37 rendition, if you will. Before we get into it, guys, listen. There was a time in this country where 22 veterans a day took their own lives. Now, stats show that number's going down. However, anything above zero is simply unacceptable. Vets, we love you, man. You have a place here. We're back to blue over here. We support Leo to the chagrin of many. How do you do that, Scab? Well, we don't break the damn law. And finally, if you are an addict, never quit quitting. So here's the deal. One major announcement, and we'll jump right into it. Monday night, August 8th, 8 p.m. on Blade Talk with Scab and Joe. That is my other YouTube channel. Blade Talk with Scab and Joe. 8 p.m., August 8th. Greg Medford will be on. You do not want to miss that. It's going to be straight up badassery. Me and Joe are super excited now. On to the JEO TEC number 37. Here's the deal. Here's the deal. This was a gift from Karl Ruedger. Karl, brother, I love you. Thank you so much. I've got another quick review of another gift you gave coming up probably tomorrow. But this right here, this number 37 from JEO TEC, is just awesome. Let me give you some specs on it now. The steel is MOVA, okay? That's a blend. I'm not going to try to say what's in it because I'll screw it up, but you can look it up, MOVA, M-O-V-A. The Rockwell is 56 to 58. The overall length is 12 inches or 305 millimeters. The blade length is 6.70 inches or 170 millimeters. The blade thickness is 0.20 inches or 5 millimeters. The handle scales are micarta. Excellent micarta with G10 red liners. The handle is 5.5 inches long. It comes with a gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous black leather sheath. And there's old Scab with his socks pulled up to his knees there. That was a no look by old Scabber going at it right there. The Donnie B All-day, throw it at the stump test, drop test, all kind of testing going on there. Here's the deal, guys. Again, Karl, thank you so much, man. The other night I had Eric Alder on a live, and he was talking about how elegant European knives were, and they are. They're gorgeous. I'm telling you, this knife came in. The fit, the finish was perfect. Now, this edge is Karl Ruedger's. He put the edge on this, okay? Now, he said, brother, I'm telling you I was in a hurry, but listen, you're going to see throughout this video, Karl did a hell of a job. He put a good, sharp, robust edge on. You're going to tell it all throughout this video. Right here is that 2-inch toe strap. Let me tell you something. If anything that'll cut it in two pulls like that is sharp as hell. Here's our sandblast hose. Listen, if you're new to the channel, here's the deal. We don't do tests. We don't do anything scientific. But we do the same set of demonstrations each and every knife demonstration video, okay? That's what we call reviews. A review to me is a long-term thing. What this is, I bring the product in, I test it. I use my very, very limited skill set and just kind of show you what the knife can do in my hands. This is sandblast hose, steel belted. I want to talk to y'all, though, about this handle because it's 5.5 inches long. It's got a lanyard hole on it, that slash skull buster, skull cracker, whatever you want to call it. The handle is insanely comfortable. It really, truly is. And it makes cutting things a lot easier. It just gives you that grip. The next video I do on a book that Karl gave me, I'm going to go over some of the different grips with this knife just as a follow-up. The handle's that good. It's also, it lends itself, this would be a great camping knife. It would also be a great kitchen knife. Meg messed around with it with just a little bit, but she kind of went through some motions of prepping meat, things like that. And it was just very, very comfortable, but it was also very obvious to her that this handle lends itself to several different things. And you can see right here, we're cutting the sidewall of a tire. You can hear the damn dogs in the back barking. I so appreciate that more than y'all know. Plus, you got the noise from the video. Plus, you got me. Bless God, it's just a Choir Boys Cutlery adventure, but that's part of it. So, right here, we're doing the John Peter stab test. I'm going to tell you, not only can it cut the sidewall of a tire, but it can damn sure stab one too. And again, I talked to Eric the other day when we were talking, we talked about the elegance of European knives. they're also highly functional, man. They make a beautiful knife. This edge, even though this is Karl's edge, it's JEO TEC's heat treat, right? So if there's any damage, it's going to be on the heat treat or anything. There's no damage on this edge. I'll show it to y'all throughout the video. There's a good look at that leather sheath. It comes with a sharpening stone. It's just beautiful. I've had 2 or 3 JEO TECs in my life. The handles have always been insanely gorgeous and well done. Blade finish is beautiful. It's got that clip point. I think this is more of a satin. I'm sure somebody will correct me. That is more of a modern clip point, but the whole design of the knife lends itself to multi-purpose. I cut a ton of shit in this video. I always do. I cut a ton of stuff in every video. Why do I do that? Well, it's not just to cut. I love cutting and it's fun. Now, I will say this. Pay attention to this part because that's a 4-inch toe strap that I pulled out of the middle of a mud hole. You see all that sand flying. You see all that crap in that toe strap. Eventually, we cut through it. I don't know that I've had a knife that's completely cut through it yet until this one. So there's a lot of wear going on that edge. No damage anywhere in this video. And really, truly, honestly, the more that I did with this knife, the more I really liked it. Like, I'm not just saying that because, oh, Karl, no. This is a knife that you will see on my belt this fall when we do some camping. It's a beautiful all-around design. Highly functional. Now, again, guys, remember, we've cut stuff all through this. Again, some more 2-inch toe strap. This is that plastic water hose with that canvas covering. Not the easiest stuff in the world. I pick mediums that are deliberately tough to cut. I really do. Here's some denim. Back to my point. Why do I cut so much stuff? Because here's the deal. I've had people ask me, Scab, why don't you do this or show more of this or show more of that? And I'm working that stuff in. But the way I look at it is this, guys. If we can cut this many different mediums, meaning not only just different types of material, different sizes of material, flat stuff, round stuff, long stuff, oval stuff. If we can do all that, then whatever you need to do with the knife, you'll damn sure be able to do. I mean, that's just my feeling on it. The knife is only as good as your skill set. We don't like to talk about that a lot, but that's the facts. The knife, the tool that you have in your hand, yeah, there's some things that you can always do better. You can sharpen it up. You know if something's a piece of crap or not, right? But the knife the tool is only as good. If we're on a level playing field, the tool is only as good as your skill set. That's why you should be using your knives every single day. Even if it's out going picking up a dead limb, just do some whittling, do some carving. If you got kids, make sure your kids are very comfortable handling knives. I believe in that. I believe in passing that on. That way when they need to handle a knife, it ain't a big deal. Now, right here we did a couple different things. Did a little stab test, quick puncture and pull is what I like to call it. The knife did, again, edge held up very well. Guys, this is 2-inch high pressure air hose. And again, if you're new here, this will be new to you. But for anybody that's been here more than 2 or 3 videos, y'all have seen these tests. You will see the difference in several different things. We're going to cut a little paracord right here, I believe. But again, the knife was comfortable. Let's talk about build quality. I've already said there was no edge damage, no rolling, no chipping, none of that. And you'll see why I say that in a minute. I'll show you. The handle scales are not only comfortable, but they're put on very well. And guys, if you think about it, we throw the knife at the stump. We should do some drops. That's not a lot of shock, but throwing it at the stump. We do a lot of batoning throughout this video. We're fixing to get into that heavy. We do some chopping. Not only are we just doing cutting and slicing, we're batoning, we're chopping. Handle scales are put on very well. It's got some very comfortable jimping right there at the base of the spine, or the blade at the base. Between the handle and the blade. Y'all know what I'm saying. Where the jimping's supposed to be, it's there. And it's comfortable. It has a little sharpening choil, okay? Now right here, we just did some little light chops on this busted up 2x4. I'm going to tell y'all the truth. This thing hits hard. It really, truly does. And we're not really doing a hard slam. we're doing like some flick chops, just some real quick pops. It hits hard. It hits above its weight. This is one, honest to God, that I might down the road take out in the swamp once it cools off or out there to Kurt's, because we're going to work on that more tomorrow, and just do chopping some small diameter limbs, because this thing did very, very well. And towards the end, we did our normal thing where we just go straight down. Okay, not necessarily trying to chop the 2x4 in half or chop it for speed. That might be the better thing. We're not going after speed here. We're slamming that blade up and down on it. You'll see a lot of straight strikes. Okay, wouldn't normally chop like that. Normally you want to just chop, get the damn thing done, and get out of the way, right? But we want to test the edge a little bit. Does it hold up? Yeah, it does. I'm going to show you right after this. We move the board around, and again, a lot of times if you guys really pay attention to me chopping, you'll see me have to adjust the knife several times. That's not the knife's fault. That's just these old busted up hands. Didn't have to do that a lot in this one. Right here, let's see if we can get a good look. Yeah, pretty good look. Well, attaboy, way to speed through it there, Scab. Kicking ass, son, taking names. Attaboy. Couple minutes left. We're going to focus primarily on some batoning. What you're going to see from here on is some pretty big stuff we baton. Okay, this is a piece of that old hackberry, whatever the hell it's called. It's super dense, super tough, good for nothing. And it's always a good tester, okay? And then we're going to go to a 4x4, one of those oval 4x4s with knots and all kind of crap all through it. Again, I'll say it again, no edge damage. I'm going to let y'all watch this for a minute, and then we're just going to do a couple of quick shout outs. I want you to hear these licks. Just kind of listen to the knife work there. And the reason I do that is so you know, hey, he's not pulling off on the knife. And again, no hot spots in the handle, none. No shock in the handle. I felt no reverb, no looseness in the handle scales. And again, the edge held up very well. I want to shout out Karl Ruedger, man. Thank you again. Not only for the gift, guys, not only for the gift, but go over, if you're not subscribed to Karl, I'll put a link in the description. Make sure you subscribe to Karl. Thank you, brother. Donnie B All-day, my brother from another mother. I guess he's on vacation doing something. That guy's always doing something. But go over there and subscribe to him. He's over 9,000. Let's get him to 10. My brother Joe is trying to get to 2,000. He's on his way marching. Steel, forged, and fire, sword, and knife. Go check Joe out. All right? Blade Talk with Scab and Joe. And again, guys, I want y'all to understand, Monday night, August 8th, Greg Medford's going to be on my other channel, Blade Talk with Scab and Joe. Well, guys, to me, this knife is a home run. It is the JEO TEC number 37. It held up insanely well. How was Karl's edge? Pretty damn good for somebody that said he hurried through it. Excellent job, excellent knife. I'm Scab. You're not.